We have our last program, Hello World, from class Scratch. We have scratch.java saved over here, and today we'll learn about writing programs for sum, that is a plus b. And in the next video, I will teach you about class and objects. So stay connected with us for understanding class and objects. In this program, we will write sum of two numbers, or you can just simply say any arithmetic operations. And just now I will type just int, we have num1 comma num2, and I will just assign the value over here. I'll put it here the value 23, and in this I will put the value 43, and now I will declare a new variable, that is int sum, and I will just name it as num1 plus num2, num1 plus we have num2, and this semicolon over here. And now we need to display the output. So we'll have system dot out dot println. Now we have the sum is and just here after you use plus operator for the display of any variable and put here sum, and now it's completed. So we'll just click on over here and we'll run Scratch. And it's being built. Don't worry, it's been built, and here we have the sum is 66, and here it's actually 66. So now let's know what are the things in this program. Here we have class Scratch. What is the main thing we need to consider while programming in Java is, while we are declaring any kind of class, the class name should be the same name as the file is. We cannot declare two classes, but we can do it two functions or more than two methods or data members in a single class, and that single class should be the same name of the file. We can also declare multiple classes, but not in the same file. In a same project we can do it. And here we have public static void main. Our public is a modifier, or you can simply say access specifier. There are three kind of access specifier. I will talk about it later. And we have void main, which you already know, from where the compiler starts to compile. And here we have static. Static means it's the stable. Once it's compiled, next time if you compile it again, then its value doesn't change. Unless and until we don't reference the code, its value is not changed. And here in the brackets we have string.args. So I will do it practical and show it to you. What here we do is we just remove it, and then we are trying to run it. So here we are not getting the run option because we have some errors over here. You can see the errors, two warnings, class Scratch never used, and we have main method is never used. You can see two problems. So if we don't do a string variable, we don't make it our class, our function will not run. So I will just put it string, and we'll put this as arg. You know, a string is a data type which is actually used to declare data in Java, and args is a variable name. and we have this as a string variable. It contains some characters, and we have written this because at the time of returning value we don't return value over here like C++ and C programming. So for that thing, for that return value, we use this function. Do you understand that? And now we have int function, sorry, int data type. It is int data type, and we have two variables, that is num1 and num2. And we have num1 over here, that value is 23, and num2 is 43. We have just declared it at the time of declaration, fixed its value, and we declared again another variable, and that's named as sum. And we have put the value of num1 plus num2 in the sum. We have just assigned it using assignment operators, and we have just shown this is system.out.println. System is a function, is a package over here in Java. Inside that package there is another package, something like out, which is used to display, and we have the println function. Here print means simply print on the screen, and ln means at the end. At the end of this, at the end means after sum. When this all is printed, and this all are being printed, are print on the screen, then it will break a line, and at the end it will give one extra line. If we type it, just copy and just paste it over here again, and we'll just remove ln from here, then also it will be compiled and will show us output. The output is here, the sum is 66. What it does is, first of all, it prints the line. At the end of the line it gives one line break and it starts another line. But if we do it same thing over here, and we'll just remove this println and put it here, and it will be like this. Just save. So we have two times printed in the same line. So println function, ln is used to break the line at the end of the statement. So we have just done it, and here you learn about some of the functions, and in the next class we are going to learn about class and objects. So stay connected with us. Thank you.